Okay, before we start this video, you guys, please do me a favor and ignore my hair. It is looking interesting today. I got it cut like a week ago and I told myself, Emily, when you get your hair cut, you cannot wear it in a ponytail slash bun every single solitary day like you have been doing the past 6 months of your life. So this is day 2 curls and they're not looking too hot. So please excuse that. Thank you. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I figured I would do a almost full face of first impressions for you guys. I don't have absolutely everything as a first impressions, but I have quite a few new things, a new eyeshadow palette, these weirdo zero pigment things to try out, blush, bronzer, highlight, mascara, a new brush for you, foundation brush. I got a whole bunch of new goodies to test out. Some were wins, some were flops. So I hope you are excited to see it. This is the look that I made with all the new goodies. So yeah, if you want to see how I made this look with almost a full face of first impressions, then let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start off with eyes like we normally do. I went ahead and primed with my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. And my first impressions is actually like really special to me because my husband bought it for me. If you follow me on Instagram, then you've already heard this story. But Mike and I were leaving the other night to go to dinner. And as I was backing the car out of the driveway, I noticed he went to the front porch to grab a package. And I saw that it said Sephora on the side. And I was like, I don't remember ordering anything from Sephora. He surprised me and bought me the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. I have wanted this palette for so long. It was on sale for $40 last month, but I was on a no buy, so I couldn't buy it. And I was so sad about it. So he surprised me and he bought it for me and I had no idea. I was so shocked. He said he got the idea from my Sephora $1,000 fantasy cart. Because I told him, I was like, listen, if you ever want to buy me makeup and you don't know what to buy me, watch that video. Anything from that video, I would love to have. So he bought it for me. I know you guys know what it looks like, but these are the shades and they are absolutely stunning. They are so incredibly beautiful. I'm so excited. I haven't even like swatched it or anything. Like I know nothing about the formula, the palette, any of that. I don't even know like what look I want to do. I think I want to play with the purples. I do have her Nude Obsessions light palette, the little mini one, and I love it. So I'm really excited to try out this one as well. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with Libra. It's like this light purple shade. Put that into the crease. Ooh, yes, that's pigmented. So her only other palette I have is the Nude Light Obsessions palette I just talked about. And those mattes are pigmented when you build them up. They're not super pigmented right off the bat. And there's like no kick up in the pan. I don't know if you guys care, but if you can see, there is a little bit of kick up in this pan. Not much, which is fine. It's just something to note that they seem a little bit different. We're just gonna put this into the crease. Oh, that's so pretty. It's coming off a little bit more pink on camera than it is in person. In person, it's coming off more of a lilac light purple shade like it is in the pan. But it is beautiful. I'm using a Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH33. I am too young to be struggling reading this tiny print. Whew. I was seriously so excited when I opened this up. He's never bought me makeup before. I think it's because he just never really knew what to get me. He's got me gift cards in the past to Ulta and Sephora, but never like an actual piece of makeup. So I'm gonna like treasure this palette forever. I didn't even know that was on the front. Okay, now what I think I'm gonna do is take Ultraviolet, which is this purple. I'm gonna put NYX glitter glue down and put that all over my lid. And then I think I'm gonna stamp Cosmic in the middle. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Oh. I don't think that the camera is really picking up how like sparkly and beautiful it is. And then I think I just want to take that Cosmic and put it right in the middle. Whoa. That is beautiful. I need to come up with more words to describe things than beautiful because I feel like I overuse that word. We're just gonna attempt to stamp it in the middle just to see what it looks like. You can't see that too well, but it's a little something, something. Okay, now I think I'm gonna take the shade Off Balance and just, it's like this deeper pinky-ish color, and put that in the crease just to have a little bit of definition and mesh these two colors together. I might mix in a little bit of Hot Mess too, which is this deeper burgundy-ish color. And then we're gonna go back to Libra, which was that first shade we picked up, and just dust that along the top. I think that's where we're gonna keep the eyes for now. We will finish it up after I have all the rest of my makeup on. So my next first impressions are these interesting guys from Becca. I got these sent to me by Octoly. If you have not heard about these, I think you're living under a rock because I feel like everyone has been talking about this. We're gonna go in next with this. It's the Becca Zero, what exactly is this called? No Pigment Virtual Foundation. I feel like by now we all have figured out that that was just Becca's way of getting hype behind the product and advertisement out there, because a zero pigment foundation is kind of weird, you know what I mean? But it got people buzzing and it got people talking about it, which I think is exactly what they wanted. I've watched a couple reviews on this, and basically it's a fancy way of saying primer. So that's what I'm gonna use it for today, is as a primer, because I can't use zero pigment foundation. I need coverage. I'm gonna read what the box says about it. It says, a no pigment virtual foundation uses a clear light blur technology that diffuses light around the face to smooth and blur imperfections without pigment. Formulated with hyaluronic acid, I like that, to instantly hydrate, it cools on contact, ooh, and helps perfect skin with a natural matte finish. So we gonna try it out. It comes with like this little spatula, which is kind of cute. It's like a jelly consistency. I don't see what it feels like. Ooh, that's interesting. You like touch it and it's like a goopy jelly kind of consistency, and then when you rub it between your fingers, it almost turns like really watery. I know this doesn't have silicones in it, which is nice. I definitely can kind of see a little bit of a blurring effect. I don't know, let's just put it on the face. We're gonna use a little spatula like it says, even though I'm not gonna lie, I probably would never actually use this, but we're gonna do what it says. So it says scoop a little bit out. It doesn't really say how much, so we're just gonna get like that much, I guess. Put it on my face. I don't know. Okay. Oh my gosh, it is cooling. Whoa. Okay. It's definitely cooling like it says. Not anything weird, like tingling or anything, but it definitely feels like cool on my face. It feels nice. It's like sinking in. It doesn't feel like oily or greasy or anything. Let's see if it's blurring. I don't really see much blurring or really much pore filling or anything like that. It gave me a little bit of a shine, which I don't mind. I haven't heard the best reviews. I'm gonna try to not let that sway my decision on how I like it, but it feels nice. It's like a little tacky, a little sticky, which I like. Let's see how foundation applies over it. Okay, so for foundation, I actually don't have a new one, but I have a first impressions on this brush right here. It is the Sephora Pro Core Diffuser Dome Brush 94. I think this was discontinued by them, but I bought it with my friend Kat, and I asked her how she was going to use it because it is such an interesting brush. And she says she's heard it's really good for, oh, there's fuzz on it. She heard it's really good for foundation. So that's what we're gonna use it for today. We're gonna test it out with foundation. We're gonna try it out today with my Tarte Found Sealer, and that's because this is a more medium coverage foundation, and usually with brushes, foundations will have more coverage. So we're gonna test that theory out, see how we like this brush. I don't ever use a brush to apply my foundation. I used to in the past, but I don't know, I haven't in years. I'm a beauty blender type of gal. Well, not beauty blender, beaky blender. I haven't bought a beauty blender in years because they're pricey. Okay, let's see. Seems to be blending it out pretty nicely. I don't think I like this. I don't know, I'm gonna get it all blended out first. Okay, I don't know if you guys can tell, but when I look up close on my face, I can see brush marks, which makes sense because I am using a brush. I don't know if it's the brush or if it's the primer, but my skin is looking like dry and almost like flaky. I don't know. I'm gonna put a little bit more foundation on with a beauty blender and see if that will remedy it. I like the coverage it gave me though. That was nice. I just don't love how it, like the finish it leaves on my skin. Yeah, that's a lot better. I know a lot of people put on foundation with brushes and then go over it with some sort of sponge to help alleviate the brush marks, but it really wasn't too much brush marks that was bothering me. It was more that it looked really dry and cakey. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to try this brush again with a different foundation because I didn't really love it with the Tarte Found Sealer. So I'm gonna have to try it again and let you guys know. I actually do not have a new concealer to try out, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put the Huda Beauty concealer, the Overachiever concealer on in the shade Meringue, and I will be right back. Okay, I also realized I didn't have a new setting powder to test out, so I went ahead and set my face with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. I have the shade Cupcake. I really enjoy this. I figured I would stick with the Huda Beauty theme considering I used her concealer and eyeshadow palette. So next up for bronzer, I have this palette that I got sent in PR by Pixie, and it is their Summer Glow palette in the shade Sheer Sunshine. I'm gonna use this for bronzer today. It looks like it has highlight, bronzers, and then maybe like a blush or two, but it looks like all of these can be bronzer shades. I'm a little worried they look pretty warm, and I'm pretty fair, so warm bronzers like that tend to pull red on me, but we're gonna try it out. I think I'm just gonna mix a whole bunch of shades together. I'm gonna mix like this, maybe this one, maybe this one. These two have shimmer in them. I think the rest are matte. Okay, pretty pigmented at first. That's nice. Like a little red on me, which I really don't like, but it's hard to find a bronzer that doesn't pull red on me. Okay, I'm not loving this right off the bat. I'm not hating it. I'm gonna take the lightest shade down here at the bottom and try to just contour my nose really quickly with it. Okay, so this is what it looks like all blended out. It's not bad. I think it's pretty. I don't think that this is gonna be like my go-to perfect, you know, face palette. I do enjoy it. I think it'll be nice for like really fast days where I can have like my bronzer, my blush, and then some highlights, because there are 3 highlights in here that I'm not gonna try out today because I have another one to try out, but it's not bad. I also didn't have any new brow products to test out, so I went ahead and filled in my brows with the Tarte Busy Gal Brow. So next up, I have the Grande Cosmetics Plumping Highlight and Blush that I'm gonna test out today. Plumping Liquid Highlight, Plumping Liquid Blush. That is so weird to me, but that's okay. I'm really excited to try these. I know a lot of people who have tried these and love them. So we're gonna start with the blush first. I'm a little nervous that I went ahead and powdered my whole face, but I had that powdered bronzer to use, so I felt like I didn't really have a choice. So we're gonna see how both of these work over powder. So hopefully it goes well. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how I want to apply this. I think I'm gonna apply it like I normally do with my e.l.f. stipple brush. So we're just gonna get a little bit out. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to take it, stipple it on, you know, the back of my hand and then on my cheeks. So this is supposed to have a plumping effect to your cheeks. I don't really know how that's going to work. And it's supposed to have like a cooling effect, like a cooling, tingling effect. I don't think I feel that. Let's get a little bit more, put on the other cheek. Maybe it feels slightly cooling as I'm stippling it in with my brush, but I don't think I feel like tingling or anything. I'll tell you what though, it is blending out like a dream. It's blending out effortlessly, and this is beautiful. It is like not shimmery where it's like glitter, but it's just got a nice glow to it. I love how this looks on my cheeks. I think that this looks so good. It has such a beautiful, Emily, take a shot every time I say beautiful. It has such a pretty, is that better? A pretty sheen on the skin. I am very impressed with this. I like this a lot. Wow. Wow. And it went over that powder fine. Then we're gonna try the plumping liquid highlight. I got the shade French Pearl. I'm pretty sure this was the lightest one that they had. How am I gonna do this? Probably with my beauty blender. How I like to put on liquid highlight is I just put a little bit on my cheek and then blend it out. So I think that's what we're gonna do. It's got the same big doe foot applicator. Okay, we're just gonna put a little bit here and blend it out. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Okay, why does this smell delicious? That smells so good. You guys, look at that. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is stunning. And it didn't dry too quickly to where like I had to rush and it was like dried on my face instantaneously. Well, that side kind of did a little bit. Shoot. Okay. Just keep blending. Just keep blending, blending, blending. It also could be drying like that really quickly because I did put it over powder. I'm definitely going to try both of these out, not over powder, and see how they work. But the blush worked fine over powder. I think the highlight works fine over powder too. You just have to work a little bit harder to blend it in. I think it would work better not over powder, but look at that. Oh my gosh. This is absolutely beautiful, stunning. I love it. I love it. We're gonna put a little bit on my nose. Blend that out. Put a little bit up here. And it's not too dark for my fair skin, which is really nice. Okay, oh my gosh, okay. I feel like I feel the cooling sensation now. That it's been a second. And it's like blended on my skin. Okay, woo, yeah, okay, yeah, I definitely feel the cooling sensation. I feel like more so in the highlight than the blush. The blush, I didn't feel it at all, but I definitely feel like cooling, tingling up here on like the high points of my cheek where I put that highlight. That is, look at that. It looks wet. These are wins. I'm loving these, holy moly. We're gonna finish up the eyes really quickly, and I'm just gonna take a Libra and maybe a little bit of this shade, which is Off Balance, and run that on my lower lash line. That Libra shade is such a beautiful purple shade. I love it. And then we're gonna take this Cosmic shade, which is like this really beautiful, it's the one I tried to pop in the middle of my lid and it didn't show up too well, but we're gonna put that as my inner corner highlight. I'm gonna try it with my pinky finger. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. We're gonna pop that on our Grab On highlight as well. And then for mascara, I have a new one by Pixie. Again, this was sent to me in PR. It is their Large Lash Mascara. I always get really nervous to try new mascaras. I have very finicky lashes that don't like to stay curled at all, and that's pretty much the only thing I want in a mascara is to hold my curl. So it's got this big wand right here. We're just gonna try it out and see what happens. I literally just went to smell it and got it all over my nose. It smells like a normal mascara. It's giving me a lot of like separation, which I like, and it's not clumping, which is so nice. I also really struggle with mascaras clumping on me. I actually like this big wand. I was a little nervous about it because it is so large. I was afraid it was gonna get all over the place, but so far it's not like getting all over my lid or anything. So there's about one coat on both lashes. I'm gonna try to build it up a little bit more with a second coat. Okay, I actually really like this mascara a lot. I can't take myself seriously with this mascara on my nose. Hold on, let me try to go get it off. Okay, much better. I actually really like this mascara a lot. I think it's really pretty. It separated my lashes. It seems to be holding a curl so far. I'm definitely gonna have to wait to see how it wears throughout the day. If it flakes off, I usually don't have an issue with that. My main thing is holding a curl, so we'll have to see how that is and how easy it is to get it off at the end of the night. There's a mascara that I love and it makes my lashes look so good, but I hardly ever reach for it because it is so hard to get off at the end of the night, and I feel like it doesn't matter how much I scrub, how much I try to get it off, I still am left with mascara and raccoon eyes. So I will keep you guys updated on how it wears and, you know, washes off. But so far, I really like how it made my lashes look a lot. My setting spray is not technically a first impression because I've used it like 2 times, but it's the Fenty What It Do mist, and I really enjoy this mist a lot. It is really nice. And then lastly for lips, I'm going to use the Becca Zero No Pigment Glass Highlighter for face and lip. I am not going to put this on my face. I just do not think that that is something that I would enjoy. It's glossy and probably sticky. I've seen reviews about it that it is sticky on your cheeks, and no part of me wants a sticky, unset feeling face. So I'm not going to use it on my face. I'm going to use it as a lip gloss. I am going to use the Becca Ultimate Lip Definer in the shade Toasty on top just to give me a little bit of color. It's just this really pretty pink shade, and then we'll put this on top of it. I'm gonna go ahead and fill my whole lips in with it. It has the same big doe foot applicator as the blush and highlight did. No scent. Mine is like a makeup-y scent that I don't really like, but it doesn't smell like anything. I'm not gonna put it directly on my lips because then it'll stain this, and that drives me crazy. When I see people on YouTube are like, clear lip gloss all over my lipstick, and then it gets like color on the doe foot and in the tube, I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? It like stresses me out. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna put it on my finger and apply it. Ooh. Okay. I think I like this. That feels really nice on the lips. And it's not sticky at all. It's really shiny. It makes my lips look like hydrated and like full. Yeah, this is nice as a gloss. I like it. So I'm just gonna run through the items really quickly, give you like my final first impression thoughts. The Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette I love. I obviously only used a couple shades in it, but I assumed I would like the formula, and I did. They were pigmented, they weren't patchy, they didn't have fallout on the face, they blended well. I'm really enjoying this. I cannot wait to keep using this and keep making looks with it because these shades are stunning. So happy that it's finally in my collection. Thank you so much, Mike, if you're watching this. I love you. And then the Becca Zero No Tint Foundation, whatever, basically primer. I like it. I think my foundation, you know, went fine over it. I didn't notice anything too like weird. It didn't like get patchy over it or sink into my pores. It was not super pore filling or that blurring like it claims to be, but I'm gonna have to wait and see how my foundation wears, and I am going to have to try it out with, you know, more foundations than just one, but so far I think I like it. The Sephora brush, I don't know, I'm gonna have to try it again with different foundations because it just made my foundation look really dry and like patchy, and not patchy but flaky, and I did not like that, so I'm gonna have to give this another go. The Pixi palette, it's all right. I think it looks nice. I think it blended out nicely. I just used it for my bronzer today, but yeah, I mean, it looks nice and pretty on my face, and it blended out well and didn't get patchy, so these, I think I am in love with the Grande Cosmetics Plumping Liquid Highlighter and Plumping Liquid Blush. Oh my gosh, I am so impressed with this formula, how they blended on this skin. I'm so excited to try them on not powdered skin to see if they're even more like luminous and beautiful and blend even better. Blush is stunning. I love this shade on my skin. I think it is so pretty. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at that. It is absolutely stunning. I know I keep saying that, but oh my gosh, it is so pretty on the skin. I will say though, I still feel the cooling sensation still, and it's been like maybe 10-15 minutes, so I don't know when that's gonna go away, but these are huge winners in my book. The Pixi by Petra Large Lash Mascara, I'm really enjoying. I think it looks really good on my lashes. I'm excited to keep using this. And then the Becca Zero whatever gloss. I like it as a gloss. I don't think I'll ever use it on my face, but it is very pretty as a gloss. That was it, you guys. That was my almost full face of first impressions. I know not everything was a first impression. I'm sorry about that. I don't have a ton of new makeup coming into me all the time to where I can do full face of first impressions, but I had so much fun doing this. I love trying new products, whether it's skincare or makeup. I think it is so fun. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was entertaining for you to watch. I hope I gave, you know, really good descriptions on the products that I tried to see if you would possibly want to try them next or not. Let me know down below in the comments if you have tried any of these or if any of these first impressions are on your radar to try. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.